Monday morning, many of you are going to be off today and watching this video at all different times. Some of you watching because you're headed out to the race route at the marathon, either to run or to watch. So let's cover you. Just a reminder, grab our app. You'll get the updates all the time. Totally free, 5 stars, the number 1 degree outside weather on the App Store and Google Play. Let's start out with the race route. We'll go to about 9:30 this morning. The temperature climbing slowly, but climbing into the lower 40s anyway. Notice the wind everywhere along the race route here to get things started out as westerly. That does stay that way for a lot of the day. So it's a gentle tailwind that'll be along the race course. The only thing that we're watching here is scattered rain showers are going to start to develop. Now, it's not till 11:30 or 11:45 from Hopkinton to Framingham, and then they would fill in farther to the east as we get to, let's say, the midday and the early afternoon with the timestamp here in the upper left. And at first they're scattered, but then as we get to the middle and late afternoon for the runners that come in a little bit later, now it's turned wet. So it does get progressively worse the deeper into the day that you go. This does cap the temperature, so you never really get much beyond 50. You might briefly hit 52, but most spots along the course are upper 40s to around 50 degrees, and that would be the case all the way into the end of the day. High temperatures across the area because we know it's school vacation week for a lot of folks, or you just have the holiday off. Not the best day, 40s north, 50s south. You figure in what's not a strong breeze, but a westerly breeze that's with you, and it feels like 30s and 40s at the warmest time of the day today. Bigger picture on the radar forecast, so this is what we had looked at with the race route, right? But nonetheless, showers filling in through a lot of the Constitution State through this morning to midday. What becomes a little bit more interesting is we get to the middle and late afternoon, you've reached your time of, quote, peak heating across eastern New England. Look, the big thing here is the sky is cold. And if you have a cold sky, you could make an isolated lightning strike inside a couple of these downpours during the course of the afternoon into the very early evening hours from Rhode Island running into eastern Mass. Notice a lot of the rest of us not only done, but breaking out some sunshine. It's not like it makes a big difference in terms of temperature. And as we get towards sunset, still showering in a lot of eastern New England. What may happen is, first of all, you're going to find snow mixing in across the higher terrain of western central New England. It doesn't really amount to much. The other thing is you might end tonight as a little bit of wet snowflakes in southeastern Mass. That also doesn't really amount to much. Could there be a spot of black ice that tries to develop? Yeah, maybe. Most folks, though, will avoid that, I would say, even though your low temperatures drop below freezing for many. Remember, the moisture ends last in southeastern Mass, and you don't end up getting as cold as everybody else. So that's why I think we all kind of dodge that anyway. In terms of our videos, you can always find them. We'll have pattern predictions, the 2-week prediction coming up here as we do on every Monday. Look us up in the YouTube app, 1 Degree Outside Network, online at 1degreeoutside.live for our streaming network, 1degreeoutside.com for our website, or, of course, in our app. You can link to that streaming network at the top of the home screen. Hope you have a great holiday.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.1degreeoutside.com, and don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside weather.